Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
Oh my God! Obi-Wan Kenobi
Obi-Wan.
is done.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, but that finale was pretty good.
You remember when we were watching like the first 2 and then 3 and 4 episodes?
Yeah.
We were kind of feeling shaky about this whole thing because
Yeah.
remember, The Mandalorian was brilliant.
It was.
And the Book of Boba Fett was pretty good.
Pretty good, I think.
And Obi-Wan, although it has a bigger name, we thought it failed to deliver.
Yeah.
But after watching the last 2 episodes, I was thinking, okay, I think this can recover the whole thing.
I don't know about recover the whole thing. Let me get this straight. I love the finale. I loved every scene with Vader and Obi-Wan in it. It made a lot of things in the original trilogy make sense too.
That's right.
Yeah,
All those subtle details and touches.
Why Obi-Wan would call him Darth, and why he told Luke that Vader killed your father.
Yeah.
There was some...
Because that's what Obi-Wan says to Luke in the first Star Wars movie, Episode 4. He says, Darth Vader killed your father.
Yeah.
But later on, we get that shocking revelation that Darth Vader actually is his father.
Yeah.
So we were thinking that doesn't really make sense. Why would Ben say that?
Yeah.
But now with this the last episode of Obi-Wan, we now know why he said it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. And then we're going to talk about the most important scene before we shit on the show. Like we talked about him getting unmasked, right? But what I didn't expect was that he's just going to be half unmasked.
Yeah.
And that was the moment Obi-Wan strike him and we see this. Oh! I was like, oh shit, is it happening?
Yeah.
And then we see
like the moment he started bashing his chest box.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises by. That's how Batman beat Bane. and then the mixture of the voice.
Yeah, that's right. The alternating voice between Hayden Christensen and James Earl Jones. That was an amazing touch, because that's like I don't know. It's like It's like a conflict between Anakin and Darth Vader. We can tell that they're both still there somewhere.
Yeah.
And with the alternating voice, it shows us that they're both there.
And it's the machine and the man, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely... It's because it's a theme we've talked about, but we've never seen a live action version of it. And then it was... even the dialogue was brilliant, where Obi-Wan asked for forgiveness. We talk about his redemption, right? And then I got so much different feelings. I couldn't tell if Anakin was being merciful to Obi-Wan, or was it like a extension of his self-hate? Because he says, "You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker."
I did, yeah.
That was like that. Okay, I'm gonna shit on the show a little. Like, was this supposed to be a movie? And the studio said, "No, blow it big, blow it, supersize it, add all this Vera crap that the audience is not gonna give a shit about." Like, this should have been a movie, like 2 hours.
That's right.
Or hour and 40 minutes with just the Vader and the Obi-Wan thing.
It kind of feels like the way it's shot is. From episode 1 to episode 5, we have these action sequences and everything that kind of, to me, feels like they were on low budget. But then in the last confrontation between Obi-Wan and Vader, it feels like no expense was spared.
Yeah, and what's going on? And you know what movie this reminded me of? Clone War. The second one, because that's the weakest of the prequel trilogy, right? That was very similar too, because there was a lot of hokey pokey in between.
Oh, you mean the Attack of the Clones?
Okay, I think so.
You mean episode 2?
Yeah,
Attack
episode 2.
of the Clones.
It gave me a lot of that vibe, because that movie was also the weakest among the trilogy, I feel, where there was just so much like hokey pokey that we didn't care about.
Yeah.
Until that went to the finale, and this
until Yoda decided to saber up.
Yeah. That's a very similar structure where we forgive the movie for just that one scene,
and that last 30 seconds of
Yoda
power. Everybody's super amazed.
Yeah. Like this little lizard. No, but I felt like yeah. I mean, I feel like episode 5 and 6 and episode 1 should or 1 or 2 should be the one that remain. Because despite it making the original trilogy make sense, it also raised a lot of bullshit questions. Is Luke a moron? Is Luke an idiot? How can you not remember?
Because that would be a completely traumatizing experience.
Yeah, he looks like he's 8 or 7. You're being chased by a maniac with a red
lightsaber,
red blade. I'm gonna remember that. Like the original trilogy, when Obi-Wan tries to teach Luke, the first thing Luke should have said is, "I have experience with this. When I was a kid, I was just chased by this crazy woman."
Oh my god, this weapon!
Yeah,
I've seen this before. I had to run to the mountains.
And then I knocked my head and I don't remember. I guess Uncle Owen lied to me and told me this never happened. Like Obi-Wan did this. This never happened. Like Jedi trick. And what's going on there?
And another thing that I didn't really like was, remember in episodes 3 and 4, what's her name? Tala? Remember the sand dune lady from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
She infiltrates into Vader's headquarters. It's like, how loose is their security?
Oh, if you're going to talk about that, I want to talk about this. They should have, had less characters and concentrated their focus, because I love that character, and then she dies, and then we have Ice Cube's son, Mr. Roken, who's suddenly you can't do that, and then we'll follow you to the death, Obi-Wan. I'm like, you just met the guy, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
At least Obi-Wan's a Jedi, so maybe that's convincing.
And then I also like the Grand Inquisitor character coming back. I just didn't like the in-between where he died and he comes back.
Yeah.
Because what I like about him is he's such a perfect foil for Darth Vader. Because remember that scene where they're chasing the rebels and Vader's after Obi-Wan. And then Grand Inquisitor, steel balls, by the way, to his boss. Maybe we should chase after the rebels. That's the more logical choice. And then Vader says, "Shut the fuck up, go." No, but I love that scene because he's a very odd Sith. I don't know if he's a Sith or not, but Vader is the actual Sith because he's the emotional one. But I love the that he has a right-hand man.
Yeah, who's calculating, competent, not and fearless.
Oh, the actor knocked it out of the park. I wish we had more scenes with him
instead of Reva.
And then you know what? What happened to Fifth Brother and Fourth Sister, whatever the fuck?
Where did they go?
What the fuck happened to them? Why'd you put them in there?
And also, another thing I didn't like is when Obi-Wan was trying to help people escape. He was trying to buy time and strike up a conversation with Reva, and he suddenly realized that she had a secret plan, and it's not actually to catch Obi-Wan, but it's actually to have her vengeance against Vader. And I think that was very rushed.
Oh
yeah, because that happened in the span of 2 minutes.
That did.
Oh, we have our dear subscriber.
Wee-chan Wong-hyung says, "Bring the girl and wipe away the debt." What's going on? No, and you know what? You know what I hated about this season? Stormtroopers have never been dumber. Dude, she can open the door with a laser. What the hell are you guys doing there? And besides, are they their boss is talking to your enemy? I was gonna kill Vader, and Stormtrooper, what the hell did she say?
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? What the hell is going on? It's an open field. You can hear her what she's saying. The Stormtrooper's la 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 la. I didn't hear that.
Should we report this?
Yeah. The guy says, "Stan, did you hear that? Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?"
And the producers also make a smart move right there. Before we're about to seriously question all these dummeries, we see Vader stopping a spaceship with his force, and we're instantly mesmerized by it.
Yeah, remember we said this privately because in the Last Jedi we wanted a scene with
Luke Skywalker against the army.
Yeah, Luke doing that too. What's those four?
The AT-AT or something. The Walker things.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted to see in the last. Was it the Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was facing off against the entire army.
Yeah,
that's what they should have shown us.
Yeah,
the Last Jedi using his ultimate power of the Force and just crushing these like huge machinery.
Exactly.
Like they're aluminum foil.
Like beer can.
Yeah, and just crushing the soldiers inside.
Yeah.
And they die screaming.
Yeah. And I can't tell if Vader is smart or stupid. Like he can sense the other ship behind him, right? I was completely confused. Until he fought Vera, of course. Like
Reva. Her name is Reva.
Yeah. Because they should have had more scene like that. Because I love the fighting style there. Because it's obvious that Vader is like really confident.
I love how he was being very creative with recalling the lightsabers and stuff.
Yeah. That scene was really good. Except Vader IQ drops again after that when she stabs her. I was like, chop her head off. Like, why are you leaving mortality, like questionable mortality? Like, didn't you like throat break like half your commanders? Like, why is this one special? Why do you have to stab her and call her pathetic? And what's the Grand Inquisitor to shoot her in the head with the gun?
I remember when you stabbed me.
Yeah. What? Like, so this is the problem with the show. Like, I can't tell. Like, it's like a movie that turned into like an anime series. Like suddenly like the IQ goes high and then low. So the inconsistency just really bothered me. Yeah. And you know what's sad? But I would say this though. I overall had a good time since episode 3. Like even the dumb scenes.
Yeah.
Like the scene where Obi-Wan blocks the water tank. I just wish they would have filmed it better.
Yeah, like I said, you can clearly see that some scenes are a little too low budget.
Yeah.
And remember, this is Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And even the Mandalorian, I think, had better budget than this.
Yeah, but practical effects, please. And then, what's sad is I feel like if this was a movie, this could have been a Rogue One. Like just Rogue One quality. Just it's not a series. It's just a mini movie.
It seals all the loopholes that
the
movie series had.
I felt that because there were definitely potential for that because of the last episode.
Yeah,
just the dialogue was insane.
And another thing that I wish it had is Obi-Wan going from this cowardly version of Obi-Wan to the General Kenobi.
Oh yeah.
I wish they had more gradation into this because I think it happened little abruptly. They should have taken more time showing his
to spur it radically in the middle, right?
Him regaining his power and confidence.
Yeah, but I blame the show because I felt like Leia and Luke was not needed. I feel like this movie could have worked where just introduce new characters like Mandalorian. There can be a little girl that reminds you of Leia or whatever. It doesn't have to be Leia herself. And Luke, like I said, is a fucking moron. Like, is he traumatized or something? Like, I feel like some of the side characters can be cut off, and we could have focused on Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Owen was awesome in episode 1. He disappears, and then
he comes back.
And then episode 6, it turns out his wife is even tougher, which I didn't mind, by the way. I just wish they had more setup about that. About what badasses they are. Yeah.
That's what they should have done. I agree.
Yeah, and does everybody have a problem with headshot here? Like, just shoot her in the head. Aim, motherfucker, aim! Like, Jesus. Oh. But anyway, like, I still... Like, what do you think, Won-Jin? Like, overall, how do you feel about the show? Like, did you still have a good time?
Yeah, I still had a good time watching it. And as a fan of Star Wars, I think it's at least better than the sequel trilogy still.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. It still makes more sense than that, right? Yeah. Yeah, I felt that way too. Like, by episode 2, I was done with... I didn't want to watch the show anymore. But
I think The Mandalorian kind of spoiled me.
Oh, it did.
Because I was looking for something a little more fresh.
No, but this one, I think, like, the moment you decide to bring Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi back, they should have just, like, iron focused on that.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about this other side stuff. Like, but I guess in their mind, they were just building up to that last episode. Because that episode was a big payoff episode. And hats off to Christensen. And then, what do you think? Do you think that was intentional where when he talks as Anakin Skywalker, the screen turns blue. But when he gets angry again and then say, "I will destroy you," it turns red again.
Oh, really?
I thought so.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't see if that was intentional or not. Because when Anakin, the acting was so good in that because I couldn't tell if it was like remorse, hate. Because you could argue that he was letting Obi-Wan off the hook because he's saying it's my own fault.
Yeah.
Which is really, really a brilliant piece of dialogue, saying I killed myself, and then maybe they could have had more flashback of Vader in the Bacta tank, like Boba Fett.
Yeah. I think this is the series that needed that tank in the flashback.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like, why did Boba Fett have to have all that?
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
We care about what Vader's thinking. And then
it's like, why waste all that moment with Boba when we can have more meaningful flashbacks with Vader?
Yeah, because there was a lot of chance to give humanity to Vader, right? And why isn't he thinking about like one nightmare scene would have made it perfect. Like he's in the tank, right? And then his eye turns. This is a good example. It starts off with him in the back of the tank, right? And then he's having nightmares about Padme. But the image turns to Obi-Wan, and then he starts to get angry again. Because the beauty about the Sith are, when there's no solution, get angry. It's just like, if you want a solution, just get angry, and then it solves all problems. So
destroy everything.
Yeah, kill all. So that was such a shame because I love the flashback with him sword fighting Obi-Wan. Remember, was that episode 5 or 6? Because I love the dialogue between the master and the pupil thing. Because I wish they would have played
this
it.
Anakin is why you will lose. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, the dialogue there was actually not bad. Like it was much better than the prequel trilogy. Even I felt like because I feel like they should have focused on that.
Yeah.
Because about the relationship between their brother relationship, and maybe they could have brought like Emperor earlier. Because I didn't like the part where the Emperor made a cameo. Because part of it is, I think you said it before. Like we know what's gonna happen. So a lot of it is kind of meaningless. And I just didn't like the line where he says, "You feel agitated, Vader," and he's like, "No, Master." And the way we've seen that like a million times already. So I think it could have been a chance where the Emperor talks more about maybe the Sith lore.
So overall, I agree. It should have been focused solely on Obi-Wan and Vader. Everything else was quite unnecessary, in my opinion.
And Liam Neeson makes an appearance too.
Oh, that's right. That was a good surprise in the end.
I would have loved for him to say, "When a girl is taken, you take revenge."
Oh man, that would have been so good.
Yeah, not his like.
She's taken.
Yeah, not some Disney.
That would be some like.
Yeah.
Funny ass script.
Yeah, and the only side character I will forgive is that fake Jedi guy. Like I like I think Kunja Manel.
His name, the Pakistani guy.
Yeah. He was in the Eternals too. I think he was really good in that too. Here, I felt like I should have focused on that. Like remove Leia, just have Vader chasing Obi-Wan. And you know what I expected, but I didn't get delivery from? Like I expected Obi-Wan to fight those the Inquisitors, like 1-on-3 or something.
Yeah.
I really thought that was going to happen.
We did not get any of that.
Yeah, because why introduce like fifth brother, seventh sister?
Because remember, the entire season started with the Jedi hunt.
Yeah, and then they disappear.
And then it's like Vader comes, like, yeah, just shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of my way. And then it's all like Obi-Wan and Vader.
Yeah, you know what would have been better? If Obi-Wan gets his power back when he starts fighting the Inquisitors, right? And then it's 3-on-1, he kills maybe one of them. And Vader's looking at the spaceship doing this, and then it's my turn. And then the episode ends, and then we're in like episode 2 or 3 or something, where Vader says, "Your power have returned, Master." And then like some like cool ass dialogue like that. And like, see, before I end it, like Vader IQ keeps going low and high. Like, why'd you burn him and not kill him at the spot, first of all? Oh, and why did you not kill Vera? But anyway, overall, I did have a good time, and hopefully I would like for them to continue the series somehow, though. Like maybe a spin-off.
I wonder if they will have any further seasons.
Yeah.
But anyway, so far I've enjoyed the show. I would give it almost awesome.
Almost awesome. That's very generous. I would give this average. It was very average. Like I said, Attack of the Clone. Like until Revenge of the Sith, it was just like kind of filler. There were so much fillers, but still, it wasn't as bad as I think people are making it out to be. I really had a good time. Anyway, thank you so much. Next week we're gonna We're gonna talk about Stranger Things and hopefully Top Gun Maverick. Thank you so much, Chan Young. This was Joe.
This was Won-Jin.
See you next week.
Bye bye.